insisted on taking me to the doctor. I hadn't told her I was sick before. I only said I moved out because I had a falling out with my sister, but I couldn't hide it from her. Maybe I really am a jinx. I don't want to burden my sister, let alone burden this loyal friend I just met. She once told me she was saving money to open her own auto repair shop and have a home of her own. I won't let you die at such a young age. When she said this, her eyes were full of stubbornness. I smiled and nodded, but in my heart, I was thinking, goodbye, sister. Early the next morning, I dragged my meager luggage and quietly left. Squatting to write the diary is making my legs numb. Wait a second, let me take a breather. Okay, my health has been worse lately. I started throwing up blood. I just couldn't hold it back and threw up again. Passersby saw me like this and were badly frightened. They stayed far away, pointing and whispering. I curled up into a ball, and it took a long time before I lifted my head. Then I realized blood had dripped onto the diary. I hurriedly tried to wipe it with my hand, but the bloodstain only smeared larger. I'm sorry, dear diary, for getting you dirty too. I didn't mean to. It just hurts so much I can't control it. While I was squatting on the ground trying to recover, a lady in shabby clothes walked up to me and stuffed some money into my hand. No matter how much I tried to refuse, she just dropped the money and ran. I quietly followed her and saw she was with her husband, and her husband was holding a very young child. She tucked her hair back, kissed the baby's cheek, and busily went back to peddling fruit. I waited there for a long time, until it got dark. Half my body was frozen stiff, and more than half of their fruit was still unsold. The lady sighed. Her husband comforted her with a few words. The two started packing up, placing the baby in a basket on the side. I put on my hood, walked over quickly, and when they weren't looking, I stuffed the money back into the baby's clothes. Nice made-up story. I was almost moved. Out of money? So he's writing fiction to make a buck? Reporter Lynn? There's no need to read any further. I'm ridiculous too, actually sitting here wasting so much time. Since he's playing dead and doesn't dare to face me, then I'll just treat him as if he's really dead. I don't care anyway. Saying this, she stood up and turned away without a shred of attachment. The interview came to an abrupt end. However, this interview episode went viral. Someone dug up news from 5 years ago. After President Huo cut ties with her brother, showing her frequently visiting a psychological clinic, people deduced that due to her parents' passing and her brother's betrayal, President Huo suffered from severe depression, and after the company improved, she adopted a new younger brother. Meanwhile, the diary of President Huo's biological brother sparked heated discussions among netizens. Some scolded the brother for seeking attention by playing dead. They said he left his own sister for money back then, leaving her alone to face the crisis of bankruptcy, which dealt a huge blow to her mental state. Now that he sees his sister is successful, he's playing the victim to gain sympathy, even making up a diary like this. It's a pity President Huo already has a new brother. Rumor has it that to celebrate his 18th birthday, she rented out an entire amusement park and gifted him a limited edition sports car. Saying she pampers him to the extreme is an understatement, but many others felt there might be a hidden truth. The diary feels incredibly real, and the emotions are very sincere. I don't believe someone who can write this would be that kind of person. Regardless of the opinions, netizens are all eagerly looking forward to it. What will President Huo's brother write in his next diary entry? For the sake of ratings, the TV station reporter contacted President Huo again, asking if she agreed to make her brother's pre-death diary public. Whether she didn't believe it or truly didn't care, President Huo's assistant stated that President Huo said, "This diary has already been handed over to your TV station. Whether it is made public or destroyed, she has no objections." He added that President Huo made it clear she only has one younger brother. Huo you? Haha, so satisfying. Some netizens felt it was incredibly satisfying. So satisfying. Let's see if President Huo's brother keeps acting. She doesn't care about him at all. Having obtained authorization, the TV station shortly after broadcasted a live program called Huonian's Pre-Death Diary. On screen